Hello, I'm back doing a Cancer reading regarding what Cancer can expect or messages they need to know regarding this Virgo new moon energy we are in. So, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you. If you're new here, I read intuitively. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. Thank you. It's giving some indecisiveness. We have soothe here. Chamomile. Soothe. I'm hearing something about the throat. So soothing of the throat, right? What is this here? But I'm feeling like this is more so take your time, nurture yourself, especially when it comes to operating in love, Cancer. I'm getting nurture yourself. Also getting notes of healing. So let's clarify this, because I feel like this may be due to you working on yourself, nurturing, healing yourself, or somebody else you're trying to be in space with. All right, yes. Chamomile, soothe for Cancer. Nurturing yourself or operating in love. But I feel like this also could be an overall change to the way you maneuver in love relationships. Love with yourself, intimate partners, family, friends. Clarify this, Cancer. Warring angels. I'm hearing this is a fight to the finish. Cancer, you feel like somebody tried to take you out, like, you know, emotionally. They used your love or love of somebody else indirectly. Could be a Scorpio involved. Yeah, new love coming soon here. It was regarding new love. I'm hearing misused and abused. Somebody you went to for guidance, for help and love, to receive and attract more love. Misused and abused. You, your funds, manipulated. This was their ego. Judgmental, bigoted, arrogant. And you went to this person for help, but you didn't know. You didn't know that this was this type of person. Could have been a matchmaker. Could have been an intuitive. But they called themselves helping you acquire new love, change what you needed to change within you to acquire new love in all aspects. Friend, family, self-love. But it's just like they manipulated and used their vulnerability against you. You're still hurting with this because I'm hearing smarting. You're really trying to, these wounds are fresh, so you're trying to heal these wounds before you can get back to it. And some of you are like, I feel like a fool. You feel like a fool for trusting somebody outside of yourself to help you get you together in love. I don't think you should feel like a fool, because even if like you went to a therapist, this wasn't a therapist, but say for instance you go to a therapist to help you gather your thoughts, gather your mind, get your psyche together, and that plays a part in your emotions, how you feel about your emotions, respecting your emotions. So I don't feel like you should feel like you're a fool, but it's definitely have more discernment. I mean, going to the psychic or whoever it is you went to, even if once you went to them, like if you feel like I just needed more clarity around previous stuff, trials and tribulations or themes of love, you've experienced them, but you looking at them as they just hurt me. You don't see it. At the same time, you should have also been seeing, like for instance, a therapist. You know, maybe you were just going to this person, but it's like they operate with only one thing. They can't help you get your mind together. They can clarify some of the things you went through if they truly have the ability. But this person, I'm just hearing they were jealous of you. They didn't want love in your life. They felt like you had enough. Why you need love? Why you need that too? Ugh, that's just fucking crazy. Anyway, you've ended this. You ended it abruptly. It's giving Sith energy, and there is a Sith here. But you ended it quite abruptly. It was harsh. Your discernment kicked in over time, you know. And I just feel like if this is a part of the relationships and the love you're trying to change anyway, Cancer. This is a part of the love you're trying to change, because even though you didn't necessarily love this person, your discernment when it comes to trusting certain types of people, it could be some bloodline work, like, you know, you attract a certain type of people, you know, or person, whether it's in love and friendship, you attract a certain type of person. So it's just like either they're not good in love, they don't know what love is, or they misuse and abuse, or even if it's just like, oh, I just went to them for guidance and clarity in love. This person don't have good love relationships with themselves or in their life and their relationship. So there's no way they could have helped you. Right? So this could be something to do with bloodlines while you're attracting this type of love. And you're aware of it, you know. You're working on it with yourself. But I feel like even if you decide to get another psychic reading or whatever, because I feel like somebody had a reading here, right? Or went to somebody like a life coach or a love coach, a matchmaker, whatever, a relationship person, like if they don't have actual credentials, if they're operating in the occult, like seer, like I'm doing this reading now, you should always still have a therapist. Like, I mean, even your therapist acts as a guide, but, you know, as a reader myself, an intuitive myself, it's still a guide, right? And you still have to use your discernment, which you did. But I just feel like they weren't the right person in the first place. But you got them up out of your energy. And this is death. You definitely abruptly cut it off. And it was unexpected on their end. But you're going to begin again. So that's why I said, even if you seek out somebody better or get referrals, you should be in therapy first. We have karmic storm warning. They're going to pay for what they did to you, how they misused, abused you, manipulated you out of coins, had you not knowing which way you were coming and going. They're going to pay for what they did to you. It's giving some type of childhood trauma of theirs. You triggered them, or well, I feel like you triggered them, you know, in terms of your privilege, whatever that means to them, right? Close this out in alignment with the highest good of Cancer. Yeah, and then you're going to get back to healing your heart, like ways of love, right? You're going to get back to that, and it's going to be better, but you did the right thing. Because as I was shuffling this deck, and cards wanted to come out, but they didn't. I didn't fully see what they were as I was shuffling this deck to begin. And we got to soothe here. I felt like it was just like, is this the way to go? Should I do this? But you made the right decision, and at the bottom of the deck, you are seeing clearly. This is future information. So again, and they were barking up the wrong tree. So you may hear that they're going through some specific trials and tribulations, but you know, even though you have things in your bloodline that's causing this disruption that you need to clear out in love, and these ways of being in love that don't serve you, you still have people in your bloodline that are rooting for you to handle this. They're 10 toes down. So, Tonto, whoever it was that took advantage, misused, and abused in terms of helping you with this new love, they gonna get it. All right, thank you, Cancer. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And if you need a reading, the information will be listed below.